We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep.
The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. And tonight, our matchup, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Young.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Powell. Young is out there with Reddish. Then there's Hunter. And for Los Angeles, up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Caruso in at the point guard position. Chris, what would you tell a young player that maybe a couple years ago burst onto the scene, were sensational, but have been plateauing, maybe even regressing a little bit?
I tell them success is a journey. That even if they would have won a Rookie of the Year award last year or a championship, that doesn't make them successful if they don't come with that same work ethic the next year. So if you've had a down year, that does not matter. You're supposed to learn from it and make this year better as well. So I would say get back to the drawing board, get back to working hard, watch a lot of tape, be honest with yourself, and focus on how to get better. Now, positive mentality, let's go forward.
Good direction. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. And Davis sends it back. Feeds it to LeBron. And that one's good by Davis.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Young with no one around. He drains the quick shot.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Powell with the steal, pushing it up. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
To the paint, here's Kuzma. Hunter grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Offline with his 3. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
And here is Hunter after LeBron James hitting the 3. Young outside. Unloads. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. And the layup good by Hunter.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Now here's LeBron. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. Trying to get open is Davis. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They've come out with guns ablazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D reeling.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Hawks. He said they have to come after LeBron James in waves and build a wall between him and the bucket. And that's easier said than done, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And so he hits the technical free throw. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Back to Powell. Shot clock at 5. And here's Young from the arc. Cans it from downtown. Young's got 5.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Now here's James. 8 points for him. Kuzma, right side. LeBron passes to Caruso. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. A miss that time would have put him up. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave them.
Now, here is Young after LeBron James's miss. And there's the foul. It'll go on Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Young. That one off the back iron and out.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Fast break, the Hawks. A shot by Reddish, no good. From deep three-point range, but they recover it. Caruso, the pass to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bounce pass, Young. Guarded by Kuzma. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And finished off by LeBron.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
The Hawks trail by 4. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, LeBron James.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Caldwell Pope passes to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Outside for Caldwell Pope. 4 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Caruso, no good. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Hunter. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
And here's Young. He's coming off a 22-point game against Oklahoma City. There's the triple. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 8. Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
Offensive rebound, Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Lakers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of that's your job to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like, good job, okay. We don't care about the fires you put out. We don't care about the players you develop. We don't care about the chemistry you built. You didn't win, and so, yeah, coaches are usually the first to go, and it's unfair. But hopefully they have some connections and they have a good resume, because they'll be back around somewhere else. They'll pop up somewhere else.
They sure will. Here's Young, following the basket by LeBron James. Tries it from the top of the key. Misses off the right iron.
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its...
Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Oh, come on. Hall of Fame athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
The Hawks trail by 9. Young passes to Portis. He kicks it to Reddish. Atlanta again missing.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
And Davis can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. It's stolen by Davis. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles, and LeBron throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
And the Hawks with possession here after the basket by the Lakers. Guarded by Kuzma. Scooped up. Here's Hunter. It's deflected.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical more to redirect shots.
So for the Hawks, Lawson's checked in, and it's Ntilikina in for Young. Lawson in the corner. Portis kicks to Hunter. 5 to shoot. Here's Ntilikina. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Lakers leading by 11. Pass to Watford. Back to Kuzma. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Zach Collins checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And a change for the Hawks. Jamison's checked in. Here's Ntilikina. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. The Hawks again can't hit. Clarkson kicks to Paul. Puts up a 3. And that one good from Clarkson. And the Lakers lead by 16.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside, Jamison. Wide open shot is on the money. Los Angeles leading by 14. Paul outside. Pass to Clarkson. Launches a 3. Hunter grabs the miss. Atlanta's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Lawson outside. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They played with energy and communicated well. It made things difficult out there.
Pass to Watford. Paul with the ball. Clarkson on the wing. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Collins. That's a 2 from Paul. Atlanta with the rebound. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. Hunter. Another shot and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Lakers working the ball around now. Clarkson passes to Paul. Here's Watford. No points in the game yet for him. Shots good by Clarkson.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Ntilikina, trailing by 17. Outside Portis. Lawson surveying the D. Shoots over Clarkson. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. The Lakers shooting it very well as they shake off the rest here early. 54% from the field. And he gets the bucket.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
The Hawks trail by 19.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside Portis. Pass to Jamison. From downtown. Portis can't get it to go. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the wing right side. And there's the pass to Clarkson. Here's Watford. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We come back right after this. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she bears herself off there. And, you know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
On the court right now for the Hawks. Bobby Portis out there with Hunter. Then there's Grant, and it's Jamison in at shooting guard.
What intensity on the glass from Portis. Junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low, Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
Cook looking it over. In the corner, it's Clarkson. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. No good from Grant. Lakers leading by 17. Cook kicks to Clarkson. Shoots. Offensive rebound. And finished off by Gasol.
Sheer determination. Gasol hustles to the ball. He converts off the miss.
Here's Ntilikina. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Atlanta, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Powell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You played against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you played?
And I tell you what, the 2 guys that are on my mind, they definitely could have talked trash with the best of all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. And that guy, Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State. Oh, yeah, he has a mouth on him, too. I think you heard him.
And when you played, who was the best trash talker back in your day?
By far, Larry Bird and Gary Payton. Those 2 guys would talk trash that so much that you would get entertained into their talking and be like, well, what are you going to say next? I'm having a good time out here. It was always in fun, but trust me, they always wanted to stick that dagger into you, too, while they were talking.
You couldn't hide a smile either. They start getting you going. You could not hide a smile.
I couldn't, and that was my thing. I talked trash while I was smiling, so maybe no one else knew what I was saying but you. But those guys, they keep you laughing out there. They talk trash about you themselves after they missed the shot. They would talk themselves down or talk to a fan that was talking to them. So it was always entertaining. The best trash talkers talk to everyone, not just to their opponent.
Now here's Nance. He had 13 points in the win against the Clippers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gasol dishes to Powell. Tries yet again. Gasol no good. The Hawks trail by 18. Lets it fly. Tries again. Thomas no good.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Nance outside. Good on the three-point shot. Nance has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And looking confident. When Nance can hit the jump shot, this offense becomes much more dynamic.
They get a hand on it. Cook, the pass to Powell. Here's Watford, the tray, and another 3 for the Lakers.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Powell. Here's Ntilikina. The rebound by Watford.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Gasol's shot is good.
In the interior game of Gasol, I mean, he's had a number of ways to score from there.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Ntilikina. Can they get it? Here's Powell. They shoot again, and the turnover again by Atlanta.
And here's a look at some stats for Hunter. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's getting around 20 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
I like to say I'm blown away, but honestly, with LeBron, a game like this, it's just par for the course.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And reportedly, LeBron James spends over $1 million a year just on training and maintaining his body.
Well, money well spent. I mean, for his age, the most minutes played in NBA history, he's doing everything possible to extend his prime.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Quinn Cook. Now, here is Young. He's got 8. Pulls up. And the jumper is on the mark.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was good.
LeBron kicks to Powell. Powell against Davis. Lets the 3 fly. Pass to Kuzma. over Young. And that one goes long. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. To the wing on the left. Reddish's shot is good. Reddish has got his first points of the night.
He gets it to him off the bounce pass. He gets the assist.
Kuzma passes to Powell. LeBron James on the wing. He's got 18. Lakers passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Kuzma kicks to James. And they double up James. Powell for 3. The Lakers rebound.
Now that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
And here's James outside. That one's not going to go. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. And finished off by Davis.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Here's Young after the basket by Los Angeles. Knocks it loose. Powell. Second chance shot, and that one drops for him.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Passes to Davis. Fires the 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's now 11 points for Anthony Davis. The Hawks shooting 41% from the field in the second quarter up to this point. Young finds Thomas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Norman Powell, and Paul subbed in for Alex Caruso. And a change for the Hawks. Lawson's checked in. Now, here's Reddish. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. The Lakers shooting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. James outside. Here's Kuzma. They grab their own miss, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Lakers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Hey, Chris, this year Pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, let's just think about that. Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree. Portis, he's checked in for the Hawks. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Los Angeles shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight, and that one falls for Anthony Davis.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Young dishes to Lawson. Kicks it to Reddish. Back to Lawson from deep. The rebound by the Lakers. James has got his 4th rebound in this one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Back to Kuzma. Now, here is Young. He's got 8. Three-pointer. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. And for the Lakers, they're shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Guarded by Kuzma. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 6.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
Now here's James. He's guarded closely. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
LeBron is so aggressive, virtually unguardable. Tough to contain when he's going up to shoot.
Atlanta making a switch here. Jamison's checked in. He's off on the second. Three-pointer, Lawson. The Lakers with the rebound. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. Rebound by the Hawks.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Here's Jamison. A three-pointer is right on target. Jamison's got 5.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Here's LeBron. Rebound by Jamison.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots.
The Lakers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Young taking his time here. He gets that one.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Lakers shooting 44% from the floor since we began the second quarter. James finds Collins. Another steal. Guarded by Kuzma. And it's off the back rim, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Such blinding speed on the drive. I mean, James is a force of nature when he's on the attack.
59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Young. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 5. And again, it's the Lakers.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Lawson outside. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jamison drains the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
LeBron passes to Kuzma. James against Jamison. Now James. He gets it up. And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 23 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
More often than not, Ernie, LeBron tries to involve his teammates early, but he came in ready to shoulder the load tonight. Terrific all-around performance in the first half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks.
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. If they're serious about cutting into this deficit, it's gut check time. Ugh. You hear that, Ernie? I'm getting my gut. Ugh. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Ugh. Gut check time, Ernie.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by James.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Oh, you're so right, Greg. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Caruso in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The Hawks shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Young passes to Powell. To the inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. Davis, the pass to James. And the dunk by LeBron.
Oh, come on, you can't allow James to get position down low. Once he does, he's looking to dunk it.
Young with the ball. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. The pass to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. It's Young on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. James misses. And stolen by Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Wow, you see how fast he got off the ground? I love whenever Kuzma rises up. Just throw it down.
Kuzma's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor. Shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5.
And here's the fast break. It's good. To that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
It's tipped. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Thursday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Reddish. Misses the 3. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Powell. He kicks it to Reddish. Walks for the new shot clock. And Davis sends it back. Kuzma outside. To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. LeBron James, second.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Oh, yeah, Greg. There's so many great scorers at the small forward spot in the NBA. I mean, to make the list, you got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
Count it. Good. 6 points for Kyle Kuzma.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. To the left wing. Here's Reddish. Hits the three-point bomb.
There you go. His first three-pointer of the night. That should calm him down. Maybe even get him going a little bit.
Pass to Watford. Kuzma outside. From past the arc. And the Lakers get it back. It's good. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D struggling to keep up.
Guarded by Kuzma. On target from 13 feet. He's got 12.
Yeah, and he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he should. He's solid from that in-between area.
Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Now Davis. Kuzma, right side. The pass to Caruso. And the three ball is good.
Timeout.
Caruso's got 5 now.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Larry Nance is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Clarkson comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Cook subbed in for Alex Caruso. Now, here's Grant. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the layup falls.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Pass to Watford. Here's Clarkson. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
So it's the Hawks now, after the basket by Los Angeles. Powell dishes to Hunter. Outside for Thomas. From the arc. The Lakers with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And it's Davis missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
It's good. Thomas got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Here's Cook. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
But he's been there for them, but they haven't needed him much.
For Atlanta, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Here's Grant. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Watford. Drains it from beyond the arc. 13 points in the game.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Here's Ntilikina. Inside. Powell, the pass to Hunter. And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That is his first foul of the game. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Hawks. The Lakers on D. For 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Nance has got his 6th rebound on the night. Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Excellent setup by Clarkson. I mean, hits his teammate where he could do something with it.
Here's Ntilikina. They need this. Kept alive. Here's Portis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Portis has got his second basket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Pass to Cook. To the middle. Here's Davis. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Portis. Here's Hunter. Nance with some nice D. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Good on the bucket.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Ntilikina. No good on the shot, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Out to the right wing. Oh, Nance in position. Outside, Davis. Off target with his three.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just won in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
And hustle like that is why he leads this team in rebounds tonight.
It's all heart. He does a great job of getting after it.
Here's Watford. He's got 15. That's tipped out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Lakers. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific.
And I think for the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Oh, come on, Gio. You know that's the mindset you have to have. They know if they can get to the playoffs, they have the talent to do some real damage.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here's Thomas. Count that one.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Davis with the jam.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. He's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Atlanta's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Ntilikina kicks to Thomas. Lays it up off the glass. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Passes it to Clarkson. And they double up Davis. Here's Cook. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:58 left in the 3rd quarter. The Hawks shooting around 40% in the 3rd. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. Ntilikina can't hit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Grant outside. And the pass to Ntilikina. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good on the layup. Ntilikina's got 5 now.
A cunning ball handler. Gotta like seeing Ntilikina mix it up and create for himself.
And Davis throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. The Hawks shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Pass to Hunter. Over Nance. Hunter, no good.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, he was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
And finished off by Davis.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Ntilikina. He's got 5. Outside Portis. The dish to Hunter. Clock at 6. And Davis sends it back. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. He has 5.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Grant surveying the D. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Hunter. That's tipped. From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Los Angeles, able to put on a show for the ages. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And don't go away. We'll be right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Hawks with possession here. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. We've got Williams, and it's Portis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Offensive rebound. Here's Williams, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
Zach Collins checked in for Anthony Davis. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, that's your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
A shot by Lawson, wide open. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Paul passes to Gasol from outside the arc, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Nance against Lawson. Back to Williams. Shoots it. Nance gets the rebound.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easy with that.
No good from Gasol. The Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And he dunks it down.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Powell against Lawson. From deep three-point range, and so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Lakers. Dwight Powell's checked in for Atlanta. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Jamison drives in, and he banks in the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
L.A. has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Paul surveying the floor. Pass to Caruso. Here's the three. It's good from long range.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think it's adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys. So you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that do a play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it. Get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves. And just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice, too. The Hawks again can't hit.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Gasol finds Paul. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Paul's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Williams, here we go. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, love the job they're doing here of getting into the teeth of that defense.
Passes it to Caruso. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
6 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his first personal foul at the line of the Hawks.
He misses the free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
That's off as well, so he misses both. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
you know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working through with integrity.
Lawson right side. Basket counts. Lawson's got 4 points in the quarter. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Left side, Collins. Now the pass to Paul. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
I mean, with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways.
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, yeah, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
Here is Lawson. After the basket by Los Angeles. Right side, Williams. It's Powell on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Lawson buries it from 3-point range.
The switch flipped for him at halftime. Not a single point in the first half. All of a sudden, he's come alive.
Outside Gasol. Here's Caruso. Lawson defending. Paul with the 3. Atlanta with the rebound.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight. The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
The Lakers have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Gasol kicks to Caruso. There's the triple. Paul's shot is off.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Williams and Gasol sends it back.
Got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Now here's Powell. He dishes it to Gasol. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around. Here's Williams. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
Here is Williams following the basket by Marc Gasol. Wide open. He squares up and sinks it. 20 points for him.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Paul. Left side Gasol. 6 to shoot. For 3, and Chris Paul gets the 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Here's Williams. Here's Jamison. Powell pulls it in. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Timeout called the Lakers. Presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Here is Cook. He's guarded by Williams. Puts up a 3. But they'll get another chance.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
Here's Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And when he comes off the bench, Bobby Portis is looking to make an immediate difference.
Oh, yeah, and Portis isn't shy about getting shots up as a reserve. He knows he is out there to stir things up and provide a different look for this team.
And the former Razorback, Bobby Portis, took a few years to find his spot in the NBA, but now he does produce.
And great big man to bring in off the bench. Good size and quickness combination, and will always give you scoring with that second unit.
Stolen by Walker.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Davis.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
Here's Collins. After the basket by DeAndre Hunter. And that one good from Clarkson.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Now, here's Hunter. On the wing, Williams. The 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. That's a shame.
Here's Collins. Pass to Powell. From deep. Walker with the rebound. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded by Collins. And here is Hunter. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Anthony, an impressive win, and it seemed like a collective effort out there tonight.
Guys came in and stepped up and played tremendously, so I just go out there and play, with all my energy and everything I had in me and leave it out on the floor, and I'm glad we got the win.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you, man.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.